You're welcome to another exciting episode of The Real Talk Show on African Entertainment Television. My name is Gabriel Egu. On this episode, we're going to be talking about something that's entirely different. I can't wait to introduce you to the topic and, of course, to my guests. But before I do that, let's go on this quick breather. We'll be back right after. Don't go anywhere. Job seekers were able to follow a straightforward path to find employment. In so many countries around the world, certain careers such as medical practice, law, and engineering seemed to rank higher than some others, and getting employment in your field of study was easier than ever. Now we have many people choosing careers that are different from the ones they were prepared for academically, and with the advancement in technology and a shift toward the gig economy, there are several routes to a satisfying career, and newer or unconventional job types have begun to emerge. Young people make money capitalizing on talent and skills, and we will talk specifically about content creation and influencing, which is an unconventional job type that many have embraced as a source of livelihood, and hopefully shed light for some struggling to understand how this particular job type puts food on the table. I have with me a media personality and content creator, Afola Shade Shamagbe, to talk about this with me.
Hi,
Shade, you're welcome.
Thank you.
So good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
So, what do you think about this topic? Let's start from there. Do you think it's something that should... It's obviously, there's a conversation here. There's something to talk about, what do you generally feel about the topic?
I feel it's a topic that is enlightening, that will enlighten people. A lot of people feel like content creation is not just to play, it's not just to dance on TikTok, right? So they need to know that content creation is an actual job, is a proper job. And I say proper loosely, like the same way we would take medicine seriously, take accounting seriously, take law seriously, and engineering. It's the same way content creation too should be taken as a job, whether for clients or for creators themselves, whether for parents or for adults who just feel like, oh, what is it that you're doing? How do you earn money? Because I'm tired of explaining to people over and over and over again. So I'm so happy that you're doing this, and you are making people to understand that, as much as law is a job, content creation also is a job.
So I like the fact that you pointed out that it should be ranked as, equally important as other careers such as medicine, law, engineering. But some people that would hear that statement would actually be skeptical, like, why would you even say that? Because at the end of the day, it's just someone in their room. So they have a camera, they're recording themselves. Why should that even be important? So I want you to just shed some light on why it's important for the creators and the wider community, this practice of content creation.
So I was saying earlier that back in the day, if you're going to sell your product or your services, you would go and use a billboard. But as it were now, you don't even have to go through that stress, or you don't have to, because a lot of things actually go into billboard. And bear in mind that you can have your product on billboard and say 60% are not even seeing it. It is visible, but then they are not seeing
Paying
it.
attention.
Yes, no matter how catchy it is. So which would you rather do? Pay somebody to get your content all crisp, all good, and then get their audience to buy your products, or put it on Ozumba and Badiwe, and just like take chances, because I don't think a lot of people would see it, but a lot of people might not pay attention. See, for example, a phone brand, and you have a digit that you want people to dial, for example. I'm on Ozumba and Badiwe. I'm not seeing it, I don't have the access, as it were. But if you give a content creator and they're posting it on their TikTok and their Instagram, I can go back and look at the message of
you can save, you can even
save.
Mm.
I can go back and do it almost immediately. There is that. Number two, I feel like a lot of people just feel like content creation is just all play and jokes. And I'm like, if it were to be that easy, you to do it, make me laugh now. You know what I mean? They put in a lot of work, and they even spend their time and their energy to get a 2-minute video you can shoot for 5 hours
or more.
and does not still mean that your client is saying, okay, yes, I approve. You know what I mean? Cameras are very expensive. Light is very
Gadgets
expensive.
are something else in terms
Your
of cost.
ambience, your scenery, it has to be on point. And then you're not telling me that I'm playing. As in, you're telling me that I'm not. If I now want to be hardworking, what will I do exactly? So I think these are things that people should consider before bringing the why into content creation. I mean, if I can catch fun while working, so why can't I do it? Why can't I have both? Why can't I work, enjoy my work, and still get paid at the same time?
So I like the point that you made, and obviously you are creative and you're a YouTuber.
Yes,
So you obviously understand the creative process that goes into making a video and then getting people to watch it.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of work, honestly. I know some people, they try YouTube and then they say, oh, it's not working for me. They try content creation. They feel this. Why is it not working for me? So what do you think makes people actually, go into this? Is it just what you mentioned, or because you like it, you want to have fun while working? Is it because of, let me use the word passion, or I love this thing that makes people actually go into creative work these days?
I think I wouldn't say it's because of passion, as it were. I would say it's just because of the time and the season we find ourselves in. As a matter of fact, whether we know it or not, everybody's a creative. There is Instagram that is now mostly becoming like a video social media platform. And you see a lot of people just editing reels. That's the process. And whether you deny it.
Yeah, it looks basic, but
you are a creative. So I think it's just because of the advent of technology. I think it's just the era we are in is almost...
technology and social media.
Yes, it's almost impossible for you not to do that. Now, if you look at it and say, okay, I can do this thing, I can edit, I like putting out videos, I think I like the attention I'm getting, I like the buzz, and you decide to make money off it, it can now be a career for you.
Okay.
And then if it's something that you now really enjoy, you can now be passionate about it. So I think it just starts off from being something that we use in communicating. Oh, okay, I want to show everybody that I can dance. And then the girl gets to, now that I can dance, brands are saying me, let them come to me, I can work with them. And now I like it, I can now resign from my regular 9 to 5 to pursue this. So I think it's just something that is happening because we find ourselves in this era.
So it's not like people just set out, wake up one morning and say, I'm going to be a YouTuber in my life.
Yes, I don't think that's usually
the case.
Because for me, when I started my YouTube, in fact, as a matter of fact, I don't still like when people say you are a YouTuber, because I feel like you are limiting me. Okay, you're just putting me in a box. I'm more than I'm a media personality, but choosing to focus on that part. Although it's good, or like Google is your boss and everything, but I feel like it's very limiting. So I didn't start out to be a YouTuber. I started out for people to see me and for my voice to be heard. So that was why I started. YouTube now gave me a platform. And then I now realized that, okay, I can now make money off this thing. That's why I always tell people, if you start out on YouTube because of the money, you'll flop and you won't go far. And that's the same way it is on Instagram. Imagine you just doing your regular thing and now realizing that, oh, they want to monetize Instagram. Now you see a lot of people now doing the most because of the money. And you flop. Just genuinely enjoy whatever it is that you're doing.
So I think Shade has just dropped a tip right there. One of the ways to actually create the best types of content is to actually enjoy the process and be yourself in the process, And I wanted to point out something, just like you said, content is actually king. We're in a digital age right now. It's it's like a currency on social media.
It is.
It's even if most time nobody's going to come and knock at your door and say, oh, where are you? We're looking for you. If they're looking for you, they're looking for you online.
I remember somebody was talking to me about how he has a radio house, and he was saying that people will come to him and say they want to be OAPs. And he's like, okay, let me see your Instagram. But he cannot see anything that is related to what you say you want to do. So most times it's not like a resume too. It's like a CV. So if you say, oh, Don Jazzy and Simi had even mentioned this. You say you are interested in music, you want to sing. But on your page, there is nothing like that. You've not done beats that they can hear. It's just a way to sell yourself, really. You don't have to go to your neighbors. You might not even know your neighbor for 10 years, Just sell yourself. And the fact that you can reach like a lot of people now makes it more interesting. because I'm trying to get Don Jazzy, but I'm getting the attention of 10 other producers. What are the odds? What are the odds, really?
Honestly, I like the fact that you pointed that out, because truly it's a way to digitally represent yourself. So yes, you're selling yourself, but that's your representation. So if you're not there, it doesn't mean that you're not there, but people, do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
People still, you need a digital presence in this day and age because of the advent of, social media and how seriously people are taking it, these days. Okay, so I wanted to ask, what do you attribute the rise of these unconventional job types to? Because we're moving away from YouTube now, not just YouTubing, not just content creation, but there are many more in tech. You'd hear someone say, oh, this is, I code in this particular language, this is what I do. Some people say, oh, I'm a drone pilot. Some people just wake up and say, I'm a photographer, which is really amazing, because a couple of years ago, you couldn't just come out and say that that's what you do. Even if that's what you do and it was earning you money, you probably won't be as proud. Now people wear it as a badge, so I want to know, what do you think is causing this rise? I think you mentioned at some point that technology is responsible for some of this.
Partly, and a lot of people are open to more ideas now because of unemployment, really. So you finish, say, from law or medicine. Let's say your parents are bougie. You finish from aeronautic engineering. Sorry, the aeronautic engineering.
So it's the parents that are bougie.
Let's just say your parents are bougie and say, okay, let me pay, and then you finish from school and there are no job opportunities. Of course, you need money, you need resources, and you realize that you're skillful in something. So some people even, how some people go and study law just because their parents want them to be lawyers, and you see that it's not even giving you fulfillment. And you realize that you can be in your own space just with a laptop, learning UI, UX, product management, project management, and then you're working for big firms, people that you've never met.
Sometimes outside of your country.
There is no toxic environment. You're not seeing anybody's boss. You're just here doing your thing. You know what I mean? So it's very interesting to see, and I think that's why a lot of people are interested. Because I'm on Twitter on my own, minding my business, and I'm saying, if you can do blockchain something, you get $2,000 per month. Medicine cannot even pay you that. Like, I'm not even trying to shade any profession, but
some practice of medicine can. Some can actually.
In Nigeria.
Some can.
In Nigeria.
Well.
And then you have to spend like 40 years in
you have to have very solid experience.
Yes, in the system. Because we're talking about now money. Like, you see, oh my God, look at these young people of, what's this piggy vest. You see what they're doing. If it had been that it was medicine, I don't think it would have brought out their creativity. You understand what I mean? They realized that, okay, instead of using the regular piggy colo, instead of using the regular colo, we can make an application for people to come, save their money and get some interest at the end of the month or year or whatever it is. And then I cash out too. You understand what I mean? So it broadens your horizon, then you're open to see. I think that's basically what I can say has brought about the uprise of these different occupations that we really know about.
Okay, so you said that it has to do with the fact that there's a serious case of unemployment in the country. So it causes people to look within, or it forces them to look within.
Now you're hungry, and then you now realize that if I mix rice and this thing to give me concoction and to be sweet.
Exactly.
You think.
So it forces you to think. That's where the creativity is coming from. And I think it's a good thing that people are embracing it. Just like you said, there are some job types now that you don't need so many years of experience to get access to resources. All you need is just to put your head down, learn a good skill that will pay you. And some people are not even looking for passion these days. People are just saying, what skill pays the best money?
I want out. Let me make my money for 5 years and go out. Nobody's looking, nobody's about that life, because really, nobody's about that. Nobody wants to. Gen Z, they do not want to suffer. They just want to live their life and enjoy and drive their cars and, just live their lives. They do not want to.
So we're going to hold on that.